But Josh, how do I get into these engagement groups? How do I go and figure out like who's gonna let me in? Where are they located? How do I find them? Well, if you've ever asked that question to yourself, I'm going to answer it right here in this video. Okay, guys, the thing that you have to understand is so many people are crippled by the fear of trying something new or the unknown. And you can't do that on social media, especially Instagram. Like, try things, okay? And that should be a premise throughout everything that is being taught here. Take the data of social info, and I talked about this at the beginning, and try new things with it. It's there for you to research, and you look at the data and go, I realized that this person used these hashtags with this photo and it got this result. I wonder if I use these hashtags with this photo, if it would get a similar result or a different result or a better result. Test different things, okay? Now, back to the engagement groups. If you want to get into an engagement group, reach out and ask to get into engagement groups. See who's out there. So, step number one that I do, and I systemize this out. Step number one, I want to optimize my profile so that it actually looks like an account that would be good for an engagement group. Okay, so that's step one. Optimize. Optimize. What do I mean by optimize? I mean have a good profile picture. I mean make sure that your account is all good. This step should already be done. If you're doing everything that we've taught you, everything that I've shown you, you should already be posting good content. You should already be using the right hashtags. You should already be following the right people. You should already only be engaging on people that are in your niche. Like, you should have a good bio. You should have a good profile picture. You should have a good username. Like, all those things should already be there. But step number one is make sure that your account actually looks like an account that people actually want to engage with. Okay? Step two, look for similar accounts. Once again, this step, similar accounts. This step should already be done on your influencer list. Influencers and competitors should already be done. Go to your list, and if you got 3,000 followers, find accounts with 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 followers and send them a message and say, hey, I love some of your stuff. I usually like to engage for a day or two on their content, like leave comments on there, like their stuff, things like that. Engage with them. Say, hey, love your content. I see we're in the same niche. Was curious if you had any engagement groups I can join. I'm happy to stay active in them. Only say that if you're going to stay active in them. Be active, stay active, like honor your word here. But like, hey, I'm happy to stay active in them. I'd love to, join. Optimize your profile. Find people that you can actually go and engage with and ask them this question, and then just send them that message, okay? Connect with them. Send them a message. And they're going to tell you, yeah, I do, or no, I don't. And so I will send this message out to, 10 or 15 accounts at a time. See which ones message me back, see how many groups that I can get into. I usually like to ask for active ones, say, hey, do you have any active ones? I only want to be in it if there's 10 or 15 people that are actually active in it, not like 3 or 4. Okay? Worst they can say is no. That's the formula if I'm reaching out to someone to actually go and join their group. I want to make sure that I'm following them. I want to make sure, that's very important actually. Make sure that everybody in the engagement group, one of the things that you should do is everybody should be following each other. Engagement is better when you're following each other. Okay? So make sure you're following each other, make sure you're engaging on their stuff, reach out, get into their engagement group. Ask the rules. Before you get put in, just be like, hey guys, what are the rules? Can we chat in here? Some engagement groups have a separate group for chatting. They don't want you to chat in the group where everybody's sending their images. Some don't. Just ask what the rules are and then go ahead and get started. Reach out. Another really great place for this is Facebook groups. Okay, so the first place to look is, oops. Ooh, that's bad. Place number one, on IG. Okay, other accounts. Place number two, Facebook groups. Social Info has a Facebook group that you should be in. If you're not, make sure to join. That you can just post that. Hey, anybody have engagement groups? I'm looking. Here's my account size. Here is my niche. Okay, I'm looking to be active 3 times a day, 4 times a day, whatever it is. Boom. Who's got an engagement group? There it is. Those are the 2 best places, in my opinion, to look. I don't really know of any other place. I don't know if I've ever found an engagement group other than those 2 places. I'm sure there's other places to look, but just ask. All right. reach out to them. Here you go. Now, if you want to start your own engagement group, same principle, same concept, on Facebook or on Instagram, reverse engineer what I just told you. Reach out to a bunch of people, say, hey, and if you want 15 people in your engagement group, you probably want to reach out to more than 15 people because you're not going to get everybody to reply. You're going to say, hey, do you want to be in an engagement group? Here are the rules. I'm putting one together. Let me know if you're interested in it. They're going to say yes or no. The worst thing, once again, that they can say is no. Then, when you have everybody that's committed, I like to add everybody to the engagement group at one time. Okay? So here's the group. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I got me plus 14 others. When that engagement group goes live and I'm ready to launch it, I add all 14 of these people to this group, and then I send them all a welcome message. That welcome message, maybe it's 2 because they only let you have so much text. I let them know, I say, here are the rules. Hey guys, my name is blah. This is my engagement group. Here is what we expect. Here's how we expect you to send the post. Here's what we require of you. If it's just likes or if it's likes and comments, we ask you to check the engagement group every hour or the top of the hour at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern time, whatever it is. Tell them your rules and then let them know whether or not they have the ability to chat here in the group or if you have a secondary group to chat in. All right? So when I was running engagement groups, I had one group chat for all of my engagement groups. It got confusing at one time, but I just wanted everything in one place. It was just easier, okay? So I would go and I would have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 engagement groups. I would say, hey guys, if you want to chat, you chat in this group, okay? Don't chat in here unless it's just a really quick error or question or things like that. But if you want to have conversations, do it in this group. Feel free to add them to that. And this group was on Telegram, my chat group, all right? Now you could have, I don't care how you structure it, you figure out what works best for you, but make sure that you inform your people. And you ask people, this is important, if they are going to not be active anymore, ask them, say, hey, if you're not going to be active, could you please leave the group? Because we want to open that spot up for somebody else to be added. And then if you add a new person to the group, then you go, hey, new person, welcome. Here's the welcome message. Here are the rules. Dive in. Boom. Here you go. Setting up these engagement groups are not hard. Now, as you grow, you're going to get into bigger and bigger engagement groups. Telegram is a huge engagement group platform. It's a very messy platform. I'm not an expert on that. Maybe I'll bring in a Telegram expert at some point and talk about that. But Telegram runs a little bit and operates a little bit different than Instagram does in the sense of there's a lot of bots on the Telegram platform. So like when you join a group, you'll automatically be sent a welcome message. There'll be like rules and instructions. You always want to check the pinned post. Telegram is a much messier platform. Be careful because on Telegram, they can remove you, they can block you, they can ban you, you can be kicked out like that. It moves very, very quickly and it's very messy. So always check the pinned post. And as soon as I join a group, I always just ask the question, where do I find the rules? All right, where do I find the rules for this? Once again, how do you find Telegram rounds groups or engagement groups? Same thing. Reach out to other people on Telegram. I like finding them on the Facebook platform, on the Instagram platform. Hey, do you have any Telegram groups? Hey, does anybody know of any Telegram groups? There's tons and tons and tons of them, and a lot of people are in them. I cannot stress to you enough, though, Telegram is messy. Do not expect to understand it for like the first month that you're on there because it's complicated as all get out, okay? But that's very powerful in that setting. Now, as you grow in size, there are engagement groups that'll be like, hey, you have to have 10K. You've got to have 100K. You've got to have 1 million, right, to be part of it. Once you get to these levels, level up as fast as possible. If you've got 100K and followers and you know that there's a group out there, get into that 100K group. Leave your smaller groups behind because if you can get into the bigger groups, those engagement groups are more powerful. Also, don't ask for exceptions to get into these bigger groups. You'll piss people off, okay? Don't try to request to join or whatever. Oh, just add me, make an exception. I'm at like 98,000. Just wait till you're at 100,000 or wait till you're at 1 million or whatever, okay? You don't want to get on people's bad side on the Instagram platform here when you're networking, okay? So that's how you find engagement groups or start engagement groups. If you have any questions on that, feel free to post them in our Facebook group, and we're happy to answer it there. And if you want to start your own, feel free to drop into our Facebook group as well and say, hey guys, I want to start an engagement group. Who wants to join? Here's my niche. Here's my account size. Here's my requirements and what I'm looking for. Okay? All right. I will see you on the next lesson.